What up? So I'll be going over Sword Art Online. Hell yeah, only season 1, alright? So that's episodes 1 through 24, 25. I forgot how many you had. But it's split up into 2 parts. The first part you have, they play in Sword Art Online. That's the name of the game. MMORPG, virtual reality. And that's what this whole thing's about. They go into the system, and all of a sudden they figure out there's no logout button, so they're stuck in there. And apparently, if you die in the game, you die in real life. So that's the first half of the first season, I mean, and it follows our main character. His name is Kirto. I'll go over all of them later. And yeah, you go throughout, like, you have to clear every level, 100 levels, like a Gilgamesh's tower and all that crap. 100 levels, each level has a boss, and gotta clear it. That's the first half. Second half, the main character goes into another live MMO called Alfheim Online. This one's a little bit different from Sword Art Online. It's not level based, it's skill based, meaning the skills you use become more powerful as you go along. Also, there's races in this game, different fairy types. They don't go over all of them, but hey, you get what you get, right? And that's the second half of the first season. And yeah, this time though, if you die in the game, you don't die in real life. You just lose your gold and shit like that. So it kind of gets a little less tame, but it's still very much welcome, especially the whole virtual reality go into the game. Now that was pretty cool for me. And the characters change, of course, from the first game. For the first game, SAO to Alfheim Online. But we see many familiar faces, main characters, different characters. Love all the characters, and the music. Whew, for this thing were pretty good. All the openings, endings, love them. Music within the game, great. I actually downloaded all that shit in my iPod and all that crap I have. So. But like I said, it's split up in 2 parts, SAO and Alfheim Online. They're all in virtual reality, and you get all these characters in both of them. But the game, the anime has a thing about jumping through time a lot fast. So one episode, it may be like 6 months for episode the next after that. So it jumps a lot, which is a good thing. You skip a lot of fillers, but the only characters you really get to know are like the main ones. All the support characters, they are, as their definition means, they're support. They're only in like an episode or an episode and a half or something like that. So I kind of wanted to see more of them, but whatever. You get what you get, and I feel like their time jumps did pretty good in keeping the main plot of the thing going. And so our main character is Kazuto Kirigaya. Of course, his username and his avatar and all the online thing is Kirto. He was 14 when he first entered SAO, and he's a kid, you know. You go in there to have fun, play and all that. The whole aspect of them dying in real life didn't really affect him, but it did drive a motivation for self-preservation. So he kind of kept to himself for a while. He did go through a lot of traumatical events, especially having to deal with other players and fearing that it's because of him they're dying and stuff like that. So that does weigh on him a lot. So he's mostly a solo player in this world, which is kind of dangerous, but he does it anyways. But he grows though. He grows as a character and grows along with age, you know. And the first person he actually ever parties up with is Asuna Yuki. Her username is Asuna. She used her actual name. Now her character was pretty cool, pretty badass in the beginning. We see her actually take on a boss by herself, trying to defend Kirito. And she's really sweet. But very strong-willed. Actually, she becomes a #1 top character right away. You love her. You don't hate anything about her. And she's like a great character. Probably the best female character in the game. in the first half of the game. And what I mean, you'll see after her whole thing. But yeah, she's a great character though. She joins a guild, and by taking the advice of Kirito, she joins the strongest guild, becomes second in command. And then we don't see her throughout in the beginning until like later in the halfway episodes, but you know. And then we have Shigure Kirigaya. Yes, she's related to Kirito. Her username is Lifa. She comes out in the second part of the anime. Animation when they play Alpha Online. She helps Kirito out, and of course in real life it's a sister, so they talk to each other, but they don't know that they're these personas on Alpha Online because their avatars are random generate avatars, not like an SAO where their avatars disappeared and they became their features were actually the ones they look like in real life. But she's a sweet character, very loving, caring, strong-willed, different from how she is in real life. But I guess you take on your persona in this world because it's virtual reality. It's not like you just shut a computer off. You're actually in there experiencing everything that your character is experienced. So you change a lot, you know. And you have Akihiko Kayaba. He's a creator of the Nerve Gear, which is what they use to dive into these MMO worlds. He's also the creator of Sword Art Online. He's a genius in his time. Kirito looks up to him up to the whole point where he's basically a GM for Sword Art Online, and he locks all these players in, not letting them escape. And he's basically in charge. We don't get to see him in the beginning. He's this big red figure, but then he disappears throughout the whole game and doesn't come out till almost the end of the whole Sword Art Online arc. But he does seem to have a plan, but he kind of forgets about it, and we do ask him that. But he seems to be just doing it for the fuck of it. He doesn't really want to do anything else, you know. We have Yui, a little girl character that comes out halfway through the first story arc. She doesn't remember anything, and you got to take into effect that there's actually kids that play SAO, and they got trapped in there too. So it is, you know, they thought that she was just a little kid that lost her memory due to the trauma, because you experience a lot of trauma being stuck in the game, not being able to escape, and dying means you die in real life. So yeah, she gets Kirito and Asuna take care of her, and it is revealed later on that she's an immortal object. I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm not gonna spoil anything else for you guys. But yeah, cute girl, though, cute girl. And then we have Ryotaro Subio, but his username is Klein. He's one of the first characters we meet along with Kirito. Kirito helps him out in how to play Sword Art because Kirito was a beta tester. Forgot to mention that. But after the whole introduction and opening ceremony, and they find out they die in real life and all that crap, Klein kind of leaves Kirito's side to go find his friends. And actually, you guys saw the clip earlier. He was one of the few people that got the games early that day, and he has a bunch of friends, so he goes and looks for them and pairs up. He does make a guild along with his friends. He always tries to make Kirito join. But like I said, Kirito experiences bad things, so he never really joins. But he's a cool guy, though, you know. And then we have Sachi. Sachi's introduced in, I want to say, episode 3, when Kirito first joins his first guild, something Midnight Cats or something like that. She warms up to Kirito because she feels like she's useless in this game world, and she's just holding everyone back. And she sees how powerful Kirito is because Kirito hides what level he is, but she sees it one night when she's sleeping with him in the same bed, not having sex or anything like that. All right. And yeah, so she sees that, leaves a present for Kirito that activates at Christmas time. And that episode was one of the saddest episodes, probably the best one for the first part of the story arc. All right. Then we have Shinichi Nagata. His username is Recon or whatever they say it. He's a character from Alpha Online. He's actually in real life. He's friends with Lifa character, so they know each other from school. He, of course, has a mean-ass crush on Lifa, and it doesn't like when Kirito always hangs out with her, you know. But he's a cool guy, though. He's actually pretty strong. He used the black magic in Alpha Online, and he's pretty powerful, actually. Definitely not the way he looks like, though. Helps out, you know. He's a little kid. But then you have Andrew Gilbert Mills, username Agile. He's probably intimidating as fuck in SAO. We only get to see him fight like twice. He wields an axe though, not swords. But he's a badass fighter. He actually owns a shop in SAO for a while, and he helps Kirito sell shit and all that crap. But he's a cool character. When everything's settled, he does have a bar, and always tries to unite survivors of SAO and other things. And he still plays games though. But yeah, he's a cool guy. I wish I seen more of him, but whatever. Then we have Keiko Ayana. She the username is Silica. Starting off in the game, she became a tamer for a dragon creature. She is I believe like 13 or something. Not 100% on that. But people want her in her party just because she's cute. They don't think that she has fighting capabilities. But Kirito doesn't believe that, and he helps her out and falls in love with Kirito. So things happen. But we only see her in that one episode and then brief things here and there. I wish we had more, but whatever. Rika Sonazaki is also another character like our Silica was. Her name is Lisbeth in the game. She's a blacksmith. She has her own episode dedicated to where Kirito's trying to craft a second sword due to a skill he acquires. And again, she falls in love with him. She's a really cool character, really nice. I would go out with her and stuff, but Kirito's in love with someone else, and that's pretty sad too. What happens with that? I know. And then we have Nobuyuki Sogu. He comes out halfway through the show. He's more of the Elfheim Online story arc, and he's actually the creator of that game. But things turn really bad in real life and in the video game, as you guys will see. I'm not trying to give any spoilers out for those people that have not seen season one, but he's basically an antagonist. All right, be ready for that. You see that in real life and in the video game world, and it's someone you don't want to fuck with. All right. And then we have Heathcliff. He's actually the guild master of the strongest guild in SAO. I think it's like the Blood Sworn or something like that. He's really powerful. Actually, he duels Kirito, and he has some skills alongside our main character Kirito. Um, there's a lot about this guy that I wanted questions about, and it is revealed what happened and all that crap that goes along with it. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but he's a good fighter, good guild master. Then he's actually there. He cares about his people, and apparently he's never lost the green health or whatever it was. And they have Kuradel. He became a bodyguard for Asuna when the higher ups for the Blood Swarm were getting targeted. So all the higher officers had bodyguards, but this guy was way too attached. He was like a creeper. Then Kirito didn't like that, and it is later revealed that he's someone else. I don't know, it's weird shit, but I'm not gonna give it away because it's a good episode. But yeah, keep your eye on this guy because you never know when something happens. All right. And then more from Elfheim Online, we have Eugene. He's the leader of the Salamanders, which are the Red Fairies. He's a commander, second in command of the army. His brother's the one that commands the entire nation. He's a powerful fucking fighter, especially with his sword. That he can block, but you can't block his sword with a sword or a shield. It goes right through it and slashes you. That's some interesting sword shit right there. Kirito does end up fighting him, and let me say it's a good ass fight. Just watch it, and you guys will be like, "Fuck." We have Sakuya. She's the leader of the Green Fairies. I forgot their names. She's the king, the queen, whatever. And we only get to see her like in one episode, a little bit of the second one too. But she does seem to have skills. We don't really get to see it because Leafa gets in the way, but she does have assets. And you know what I mean by assets, and she does use them, especially when trying to cuddle up to Kirito and stuff. Yeah, some big ass, big old titties. And then we have Alicia Rue, another. She's a queen of the Cat Sea, another tribe, and she also uses her assets on Kirito, but she has more of the little sister complex thing. So Kirito's into that. Nah, but she's cool though. She only comes out. They're trying to form an alliance with the last character I showed. So she's only in episode like one, maybe another episode. Not that many. I wish I had more, but whatever. That brings us to like what I hated about this shit and the whole. I mean, they did a good job. The time jumping, especially in the SAO arc, it was needed and it helped skip a lot of unnecessary shit and keep kind of to like what the main plot was. It showed Kirito change a lot through it. They did skip the whole him being traumatized, but I think it helped out. You don't need to see that. They skip a lot though. I mean, they go from like they finally defeat floor 1 and they go like to like floor 34, and then the next episode's like floor 50 and then 72. You don't get to see every boss they fight, but whatever, what they could do, every episode be a boss. Kind of get boring after a while. And Kirito didn't participate in all of them either. He only did some. But that's one of my biggest complaints. I felt like the second part of season 1 was kind of a, less than the first season was. It's kind of more of a letdown. There was no real danger there, but the whole relationship with Asuna and his sister, that was interesting to watch, especially the sister. You actually came to like her character a lot more. For a while I was like, man, just don't even rescue Asuna, but whatever. And the music was great though. Music kept it going. The openings, the endings, the animation was great. The fighting was superb. The effects from the monsters and everything else screamed MMO RPG items, magic. It was not used in SAO, but it was used in Alfheim. Characters, wish we had more episodes to help out with more of the supporting characters because we do know the main characters a lot. You know, Kirito, Asuna, Lifa, all those characters we get to know because they're main characters. But more from the supporting characters would have helped, especially in SAO. Like more of the characters Kirito meets and all that. But altogether, though, season one has to be a combined score. If it was separate, it'd be different. But altogether, I have to give it an 8 out of 10. It was great. It ended interestingly in a way that I was like not expecting. Will I watch the second season? I don't know. Maybe. I don't. I really don't know. But yeah, hey, hit that like, hit that sub. Thank y'all for watching.